No. And we're live. Oh, look at there, boys. Welcome back to the Oak Edge Evolution Podcast, episode 14. Fresh off of a fresh off my most recent York trip. And I have somebody you may know with me. And I can't even call him what I used to call him anymore because apparently he's not a kid anymore. Sid from Sid's Trains. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing good. Yeah, we just got back from York. I guess it was last weekend and ready to talk about what went down and other new things in the industry, I guess.
Other new big things, as they would say, right? Oh man, so like I've told you before, Sid, I can't call you young Sydney anymore because, well, you got like a real job now. So
I'm junior. I'm still junior. Jobs, whatever.
you
And the
know
polo, you're gonna and the polo thing. You're gonna find me one day, and I'm still gonna have the Sid's Trains, T-shirt on. The polos were just like a last minute thing. Like, yeah, I'll get some polos for York, but
you threw me off. You threw me off, man. Because
yeah,
ever since I've known you, I've known you since what, high school,
yeah,
and you've been
mhm,
in just shorts and a t-shirt with Sid's Trains on, and
yep.
you show up to York this year, you look like half a grown ass man, and you're buying breakfasts for people and stuff. Now I'm like, who is this guy I'm eating breakfast with? Oh man, it was good. It was good to
Yeah.
see you again, like
Mhm.
always, and I feel like we got to hang out quite a bit more this time than we did last October. So
Yeah, we actually got to say more than just hi and bye this time. We still were both running around, but like there were some times we walked around the halls together. We were at the club together. Yeah, there was more than just literally you getting to the show, me saying hi, and then just saying bye at the end of the show. Last October, like we almost said nothing to each other because we were
yeah.
so busy the whole time.
Absolutely, man. It was good, and I feel like everybody likes to say if you go on the OGR forum, it's all gloom and doom. York's ending, it's coming to a screeching halt. Nobody shows up.
Mm.
Now my opinion, the attendance wasn't as high as it was in October, which it rarely ever is in April, from what I
Yeah.
gathered.
Hmm.
And but I feel like the social aspect of this York was probably superior to all of our other adventures.
Oh, absolutely. Every York it levels up, and this one was probably one of the best. You have your Discord community and just your community in general from doing all the live streams, and it's grown over the past year. And so Fall York was kind of the first York after you kind of really, I say, catching on, with the live stream and creating your community. But this is now the second. Everyone knew about York, and a lot of people came. And then you had people like Captain Andy who set up a tent and had food for people, and so all of that mixed with the show, and then also the Lower Susquehanna Club. It just made for this awesome time for everybody. Everybody was at all these locations, just chilling because it's just this great group of guys that's built up over the past year.
Yeah, absolutely. And we had like I'm obviously from Florida, but we had Big Rich from
Hmm.
California. We had Uncle Salty show up from Colorado.
Yeah.
We had guys from all over the place that are just part of the Discord, and just guys that we know from YouTube or whatever. But
Hmm.
yeah, it was a giant thing. Captain Andy. If you listen to this, man, huge shout out and thanks to Captain Andy. The
Yeah.
dude showed up with like a tent. He had these custom flags made for the Degenerate Drinking Club. He had a sign out for free beer and trains. I found plenty of free beer. I don't know where the free trains were, so
Yeah.
I think we need a new sign for next year. But he had a loop of track set up in the grass, and he was cooking breakfast sandwiches Friday and Saturday morning for people.
Yeah. Hmm.
And Andy, sir, you outdid yourself. I know you spent a bunch of money just taking care of people, and we're gonna come up with a plan to kind of take the weight off of Andy next year to kind of help out a little bit because
Yeah.
I'd like to see that deal get a little bit bigger. If we could expand that, get more people to come hang out in the morning or whatever, that would be really
Yeah.
cool if we could do that because it was cool. Like we had just off the top of my head, I'm sure I'm going to forget somebody. It's me, my dad, you and your dad.
Yeah.
We had Sleeves and Woodnot, Wild Mary Jake, Sam. I hear Big Rich was there. Salty came by. Steve K, Matty C,
Hmm.
Anthony. I don't know his last name.
Yeah. Hmm.
We had a pile of people that we know there, and we had, Tyler B&O
Yeah.
scale models was
Tyler.
there.
Then Doc, the Reading King.
Oh
I
yeah,
always
yeah,
forget.
Doc,
Yeah.
Doc the
Um.
Reading King, the Reading Rescue, or whatever his name is that day.
And
And we had a ton of
yeah,
people there,
a
and
lot of people. And the
oh,
nice
don't
part was,
forget the great Stu Rankin stopped by.
oh
So
yes, you can't forget Stu. Um, the other great thing about his little tent setup was that even if he wasn't there and like other people weren't, there was always like a group of guys just sitting in the chairs, maybe running something if they had just bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty of beer to drink. I think every time I came up, I think it was like all the coolers were like refilled every time. I don't know if Andy just had a bunch in his van or what, but it was
I think
always
so.
full.
Yeah.
Um, and it was just perfect. It's like having a tailgate the entire show. Like that's
Yeah.
what it was like.
It was really cool, and oh, you know, some YouTube guy named RBP stopped by, but it was really cool, and like he had chairs set up and we could all just kind of hang
Mhm.
out, kind of catch a refresher in between, just standing around bullshitting with people, and
Yeah.
it
Mhm.
was a great time. And if you guys saw Captain Andy's tent and you didn't stop by, that's on you, man. Like you should have stopped by. Like we were all just hanging out, and it was a good time. And I'd like to see that part get expanded a little bit and
Yeah.
maybe involve some other people from the Discord or the live streams or whatever. Like just kind of expand, kind of grab more people into that social ring that we're starting to develop. Because I know a lot of guys go to York just to beat up the halls and look for some obscure post forward boxcar, right? But like
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
the rest of the people that are doing trains by themselves, like
Yeah.
trying to grab those people into the Discord and make them part of the crew, and so
Yeah.
that'd be cool if we can expand that next year. I think it'd be a good thing for the hobby.
For sure. And not only was the booth and or like, Andy's tent and the show great, but the club leveled up this year. The Lower Susquehanna Club in Columbia, Pennsylvania is fantastic. A great group of guys with John Hill, Mike and Jen and Chris Collar and Charlie and
Don't forget
Don
Don.
Kaiser. I was gonna
Yeah,
say
there you go. Don't
Don
leave Don out.
Kaiser. Don Kaiser, his wife, she's always like making food for people,
Oh
and
yeah,
there's a multitude of people. Like there's so many great people at that club, and they had just got the layout all redone to add the peninsula on. And every night just leveled up. Like I was there Wednesday night, it was pretty good, smaller crowd. Thursday, more people. I wasn't there on Friday, but I heard it was just insane at one point
yeah,
in terms of people. And I was even there on Saturday. And so it's, you know, 4 days of just trains and the show and going there afterwards. Or I know some people go there like in the middle of the day because if they've finished up the show, they don't got anything else to do. And that's the great thing is you don't just have to go to York and then just go back to your hotel. You can go to like Andy's tent and hang out, or go to a restaurant with friends and then go to the club or whatever.
right.
And it's just like we said at the beginning, the social part of this show was just truly outweighed any of the, I say just the buying aspect. There was plenty of trains bought, lots of trains bought. Um, but it just outweighed that for me, at least for me. Like I wasn't thinking about the buying as much as I was just hanging out with people.
Yeah, absolutely. And I said it on my live stream multiple times, looking about two box cars. We all know it's full of shit, right? Like, but like you've been with me for a lot of Yorks, and you've seen me drag a pile of stuff out of there, and I didn't this year. Like I
Yeah.
actually went and behaved myself, and I really wanted to go just for the social aspect of it.
Yeah.
We talked to a lot of people, man, and like I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know you could get tired from talking to people all day. I didn't know that was a
Yeah.
thing. I
Oh
got
yeah.
tired from just talking to people all day, and just random people. Like it may have been people I knew from the Discord or whatever,
Hmm.
but then like a lot of people stopped me that I had no idea who they were.
Yep.
They just liked my shorts or whatever I do on YouTube, which is
Hmm.
mainly shorts now. But like, a lot of people were like, just said, "Hey, man, I like what you're doing." I'm like, "Hey, you're welcome, bro. Like I'm trying over here." So, but
It's working.
yeah, and then we had the little the interview deal that we did
Oh yeah, with Caleb. Yeah.
with Caleb. That was I was shocked that they asked me to do that, right? Because I'm not Sid, not Sid from Sid's Trains. So
Hey, I don't cut yourself short on that. Like you've been doing this for a long time, and I think you're almost past me in subscribers. Like subscribers are, it's kind of weird how it's worked over the years. Like subs have never been the driver for me in terms of like my viewers, because my stuff isn't like, it's very informative. So some people might like it, some people won't. Maybe they don't subscribe, but they
right,
see a video from me and they just watch it, and so it's fine. But like the past year and a half, you've been grinding, doing the shorts and the live streams every Sunday. Like you're at 8,000 something, subs.
yeah,
And if I actually put in some work, like we should do this. Both should strive this year for 10,000 subs by the end of the year. I think you're going to make that like easily. I'll probably have to put in some time for that. Um, but like it's working, man. Like people, every York that's gone by, you're always like people are saying hi to me. Like there's a reason, man. It's working. It's working, and it's good. It's
It is
cool.
good.
You've got a good community.
Yeah, I like I do, right? And I know I bullshit around a little bit, but I think Subwise. I said to Rebecca 2 days ago,
Hmm.
I was within 1,500 from 10,000 because I
Yeah.
passed 8,500.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would hope I get to 10,000 by the end of this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, somebody here not named Zach should start making videos again.
We're
But
working on it. There's actually one literally being made right now about York, so we're
nice,
working on
nice.
it.
So I just released the York video last night. It was like the York vlog
It
video.
was good. I watched
Did
it.
you watch it?
Yeah, it was good.
Nice,
I liked
man.
it.
I thought it was great, right? Like,
Yeah,
this is awesome.
it
I loved
it
it.
was good. I liked it.
But I am going to do a York haul video because
Yeah.
people want to know, right? So I'll
Mhm.
do that probably this weekend or whatever. But yeah, I need to start actually making videos again on a schedule. Like because people are asking like, "Hey, why don't you make long videos?" I'm like, "Cause I like making shorts. It takes
It's easy.
30 seconds a day."
It's easy, and you'll get people stirred up about something. You post an engine, doesn't matter what it is, they'll find something to pick apart, or they'll ask you a million questions. There's nothing wrong with it, but just those like 20-second clips can stir up a whole lot of conversation.
Dude, I can tell you one thing, man. People always want to bitch about that third rail.
Oh
It's
yeah,
unrealistic.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
unrealistic.
They can't let go of it.
Yeah, never mind the electric sock on the wall behind the train.
Yep.
That's totally realistic, so, but it's it's fun, and just walking around talking to people that watch the channel or participate with me on Facebook or
Yeah.
Instagram or whatever I'm doing. Like it was fun meeting those guys, and like I met a guy from over your way. He's in Maryland somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
But he came to the show on Friday, came to the club.
Mhm.
I think he was running that. He had that Western Maryland Shay.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
He's new to the hobby, relatively new to the hobby, and
Mhm.
he he asked me a question on Facebook. I just talked to him on Facebook now, and like he came up and introduced himself. So that was really cool to meet
Yeah.
guys that are new to the hobby, that are coming
Mhm.
from. I mean, I know Maryland's not that far from York, right? But
Yeah.
that are coming from a different state or a different city to the train show and participating
Yeah.
and being present. Like that's really cool. I mean, we were missing one really important part of our crew. Some guy named Jay.
Oh yeah.
He didn't want to come hang out with us. He wanted to go to Italy.
Yeah, I went to
Whatever.
Italy and said, "Come on, man! Like, why would you go to Italy instead of Pennsylvania? Come
Yeah,
on."
I mean, who would choose Italy over York, Pennsylvania? Man?
Uh, I'm telling you, the fall is gonna be a blast.
I think
Like,
so.
it's gonna be a shorter show, but like, there's gonna be a lot going on, and I know there's plans for events and things like that. None of that's set in stone yet, but I think it's gonna be interesting both from an industry standpoint and the social aspect of it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
But see, like you said there, it's going to be a shorter show. In reality, it's not going to be a shorter show. 'Cause we're gonna get 2 full days.
No. Yeah.
Because like now we're doing a full day Friday, a full day Saturday, and a few hour or half a day Thursday, right?
Yeah, so it's
But
really
Saturday doesn't really count. We know
No,
it
it
doesn't count,
doesn't.
right?
No.
So I think it'll be good. I'm still
Mhm.
going to arrive a day early. Like I'm going
Yeah.
to show up on Thursday.
That's what I'm gonna try and do.
That way I can, still go hang out at the club or
Yep.
whatever I'm doing. But yeah, I think that'll be fantastic. And I don't know. I'm really looking forward to fall. I feel like against all negativity on the OGR, Sid, I think York's doing all right.
York is doing good for what it is, It's a model train swap meet that's got a bunch of people going to it. Yeah, it's gonna be fractions compared to the 80s and 90s when there was like 10,000 plus people on this fairground. That's massive. Like this is a fairground in York, Pennsylvania. Like it's a pretty big town for being like as old as it is. And it's
Yeah.
a humongous fairground. Like this isn't your little local fairground. This has, the full track and the grandstand and everything. Like I think some people forget that sometimes that like this fairground once didn't have as many buildings in the past in older shows, but there's also more people. So it's just changed over time. And so, you know, instead of trying to hold on to what it used to be, just deal with what it is now and make the most out of it. And I think our group of guys and just anyone that's going right now is trying to do that as much as they can. Most of the like maybe this was just a me thing this time, but all of the vendors that I talked with, everyone was pretty happy. Like I didn't run into anybody that was being kind of a schmuck or anything like that. Everyone was pretty happy. I saw a decent chunk of, I say, younger guys, like vendors that were, anywhere between 30 and like 50. That's pretty young for
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the demographic. And so it's doing pretty well. Like you can't be upset with a large model train swap meet that's got what, like 5 halls or something like that. It's hard to complain about
Yeah.
that. That's my view on it now.
Yeah, like I find nothing to complain about. Like, yeah, some of the tables were empty this year. Whatever. Like, it's April. You'll have that, and like obviously whatever the gas prices probably
Yeah.
affected certain people, and
Oh yeah.
it's a whole thing. It's more than just there's more to it, right? But
Oh yeah.
I feel like by October, it'll straighten back out, and October will be banging, and I'm
Yep.
sure Vince will have his booth fully restocked with something I can't say no to, like normal. But
He was still selling stuff right and left this show. He had restocked some of the, I swear, he's so good at doing this. He restocks stuff that he had before because he knows he can sell it. So like he always tries to get that batch of JLC engines and a batch of MTH steamers. And like he's smart about it. Like I'll see him even buy them at the show, bring it
Yeah.
over, and then sell it, again. And so yeah, I'm excited for the fall, seeing what people bring, and who knows, maybe by then we'll have some more new stuff. This was a weird York where none of the manufacturers had just released anything new, or nothing new had come in. And
Mhm.
so the brand new stock was kind of stagnant compared to some of the prior Yorks, which probably saved some people some money.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah.
So, one of the things I was really excited about this time is, we all know that, we know Vince and we know Trains and Brady. We know all these guys, right? But like the one dealer that
Yeah.
I've never been able to get a good relationship going with and getting deals from is Jaybird. And I've
Yeah.
tried, like he's from West Virginia, I'm from West Virginia, the whole deal, right?
Yeah.
Like I couldn't get nothing going. This year, I feel like we might have turned the corner. Sid, he offered me a little bit of a discount on some stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is a brand new person we're talking to. So it's always fun when you can like meet new dealers and have like a little bit of a
Yeah.
rapport with them, and
hmm
give you something to look forward to in the future Yorks to come.
For sure. Yeah. He had a pretty stacked booth this go around, and Jay's a cool guy. He didn't like, it's funny you were saying that. Like he didn't really know me a lot the first couple of Yorks back, or that he was at. And Landon, Berkshire Station, he,
Mhm.
over time kind of introduced me to Jay. And yeah, he said hi to me a few times, and I went over and talked to him about that German Lionel engine he had. And then
Yeah,
he bought that all brass John Henry, the bare brass one,
yeah,
from one of the halls. And so yeah, his booth was pretty cool, and he's always got something that's special at his booth. And I bought that AC9 from him the one year.
yeah. The TMCC one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
He yeah, he's a cool guy, and always has something. And every once in a while, when I'm not at York, I'll be on his eBay page and I'll just see something. I'm like, where'd you get this from? Like he had a set of Cincinnatian cars from Sunset one year, and uh, just all kinds of stuff. It's cool what some of these dealers come across, and that's something else. When you're at these shows, always try and get these people's like contact info or their eBay or whatever, because yeah, it's nice going to see him at York, but they've always got stuff like I said, Jay. I see his stuff on eBay. Landon's got the store. All the dealers
Mhm.
got stuff going on. And if they don't have a website like Vince, you can message him on Facebook, like his personal Facebook, and he'll respond to you about trains. You can even call the guy. Like they're all about selling trains year round, not just at the show.
Yeah. I should have got Vince's information, because Vince isn't far from me.
Yeah,
He's like an hour and a half down the road, down the
yeah.
interstate here in Florida, and
hmm
I should have got Vince's information, because I like Vince, man, and
He's a cool guy.
I did bring him 4 of the boys to get engines. I think it was 4.
Yeah, I
We-
think you
was it
told
4?
me it was about 4 guys. Yeah.
Yeah, we drag. What did we drag out of there? One of the boys got a Vision Big Boy,
Yep.
set of B&M MTH F3s ABA set,
Yeah.
a Legacy 210-4,
Mm-hmm.
MTH Premier Challenger, the Spokane, and
Yeah. Oh,
Seattle, or
the Great Northern looking thing. Yeah.
yeah. So some of the boys got some pretty good deals out of Vince. So Vince, if you happen to listen to this, man, good looking out. Good looking out hooking the boys up. That was cool.
Yeah, it was a good show. I'm happy we were. I was able like there was no chance that I wasn't gonna go, but like you never know, and so I was happy I was able to go. And oh, we haven't mentioned it yet, but always good seeing our friends over at Trains. Jonathan was running the booth this go around. They had some pretty nice stuff. I know they were selling stuff. They had RBP's some of his stock that he had sold to them there, and um,
Yeah.
I bought a. I always buy rolling stock from there. Those racks of rolling stock. At the company I work for is up near the Pennsylvania border, and everybody's got Penn State gear everywhere in their cubicles and their offices. I had to offset that a little bit, so I bought a Terps boxcar and a Maryland State boxcar. I had to
Nice.
offset the PA a little bit in the office.
Nice. Yeah, Trains was good, man. Trains had like you said, they had a bunch of RBP stuff, and I don't know. I only spent most of the time I was there drooling over this MTH New York Central Hudson that belonged to RBP. Not because it was RBP's, because he posted on his Instagram, I don't know, a year ago, and like I was like, what the hell is that thing? So I had to message him like, what is the part number on this? And I could have had it, right, but I did not. I didn't like the price on it, so I didn't jump on it. I showed her strength. Said that's twice. That's two times I showed her strength at this York. So yeah, but the RBP collection, you know, he had the Halloween triplex in there that
hmm
Trains was trying to get all of somebody's wallet for that one. I did not
Yeah.
fall into that dusty trap.
No, yeah. I they were definitely getting the most of the RBP uh flair.
They really were, you know, and which is good. It's good for them, and I know
Yeah.
RBP has a lot of fans out there
Oh
that'll
yeah.
pay the bill. You know, like I
hmm
get all of that, and it's unfortunate because I really wanted that Hudson. I did buy some rolling stock. I bought a piece of MTH Premier, one of the stock cars, the Western
Yeah.
Maryland, the what
hmm
is it, the Clown or the Circus, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, I guess we'll buy this, you know. So I did buy a few pieces of rolling stock. I think I got 12, 11, 11. I think about.
Yeah. About 11 pieces of rolling stock. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, Sid was my shipper this year, so
Yep.
Sid, thanks for the hook.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I made sure I got home I got home on that Saturday, and then next morning I was up, found some boxes and threw it all and got it out the door, in a day. You can't slack on the job.
I was impressed. Like I was expecting like Monday or Tuesday, you know.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I got a box up ready to go. I'm like, bet.
I was like, this stuff I know I can get out. The big boy, I was like, I'm gonna have to look at this before. So I was like, maybe that one will take a couple days. But I was like, this stuff is easy. I got this big box. Funny enough, that box was from Stout, so it was super easy. I just threw all that stuff in there,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
down the road it goes.
Makes sense why there was already peanuts in there if it came from Stout.
Yeah,
They're a believer of the peanuts, man.
they
It is
sure are.
crazy
They
how many
sure are.
peanuts they use. And you know, you brought the big boy back to me. We ran it at the club.
Yep.
And we had, I don't think it was the engine. I think it was something going on at the club where we had the
Yeah,
crown lights.
it was weird because I brought you were running at Chris's. I didn't even realize you had run it at Chris's because I got there a little bit after he started, and then before I shipped it to you, I put it on my track. It was fine, so I was like, I'm just gonna leave it alone. If it's got problems, Sid's got his warranty, and he'll fix it up. But I was like, I'm not gonna touch this if if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's kind of
Yeah.
the mentality.
I thought it was nice at the club. And then,
Yeah,
so I'm looking forward to that coming in. But, you know, I think the biggest thing that I took away from this York is, you know, this was the last time we'll get to run on the great Chris Montagna's
oh yeah,
current layout, you know. So
yeah. You had to get it in. I guess I blessed it with some post war before he takes it down.
yeah, well, that's right. Let's talk about this post-war, Steve. Let's talk about this post-war adventure that you're on, man.
Yeah.
What do you got going on, sir? Because every York that I've been to with you,
Yeah.
you have stacked up on ridiculous engine after ridiculous engine, and now I hear you're a post-war hunter. So
Oh yeah, it's funny you say that because if I really, there's nothing wrong with the stuff I was buying like that first one or two Yorks back. I was buying a lot of 90s stuff that first couple Yorks back, a lot of Proto One. There was nothing wrong with it. The stuff is still fine. It's just that, a lot of us have moved on, want to do command, want higher end stuff. Um, and as part of moving on and but trying to find the nicest legacy or third rail or MTH stuff at the shows all these years, I've always liked the post-war stuff. I've just never had a layout to run it on.
right,
And I never had the money to do both, scale and post-war. And so I'm in this perfect point right now where I'm sort of content with a lot of my scale steamers. Like I got basically all scale steamers. And so I'm waiting on stuff from Jay. I'm waiting on diesels to find that I like. And so I was like, I'm probably not going to find like my white whale of a third rail Y6A N&W articulated. And I didn't really find anything that I wanted to like buy and flip at the show. So I was like, well, let's dive into the post-war. I was like, oh, it'll be cheaper, which, well, it sort of was. But it'll be cheaper and I can find some stuff, because that's the thing. York is just post-war everywhere, because that's what a lot of the guys are selling.
Right.
So I bought a turbine set. I assembled like a catalog set by just picking up items throughout the show. I tried to find nice examples that have boxes, or if they don't, it's not the end of the world. But the big thing for me was that my buddy Jeff, he's part of this Zoom call group, I call it. They have a Zoom call like once a week with a bunch of really good guys, and they've had me on before. He's a really big seller of like tin plate and post-war stuff, and he always like doesn't restore it, but he cleans it up really well. And he had a 773 Hudson from 1950 sitting on a shelf, and he made me an offer that I could not refuse. And so I picked up, the mighty 773 from 1950. Chris RBP did as well. So it's kind of funny. We both picked up that. But yeah, that's my thing. As I wanted to dive back into it some, so I bought some post-war, and I'm surprised I was able to convince my dad of the idea of putting a post-war layout in the attic. So if be on the lookout, you might see a post-war layout build video on the channel. But yeah, I definitely still want to find scale stuff at the show. There was plenty of stuff where I was like thinking about it. I was standing there thinking. I thought about you have those Atlas E units behind you. I think Just Trains had those. I was thinking about those. Definitely gonna probably be on a more of a diesel kick. You'll probably like that. I know you said you've been on a bit of a diesel kick right now.
I have been on a diesel kick right now, and it's funny, because like the picture right there is my grandfather, right? And he was a diehard steam guy.
Yeah.
And he hated diesels. And I always like to joke. Every time I buy a diesel, I'm like, man, my grandfather's rolling in his grave right now over this. But here recently, man, there's been a lot of diesel stuff I've been into. And a lot of it's B&O, to be fair. I'm a B&O guy. And, like those, the E6s, I got the E8s coming from third rail.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of B&O stuff I've been getting. I mean, there happens to be a diesel behind me. It's not B&O.
Oh yeah.
But, I don't know, man. I've just been in a diesel kick, and maybe it's because I haven't wanted to spend the money to get more steam.
Yeah.
Because obviously steam is a lot more money.
It is.
And maybe that's what it's been. Like I think the E6s, I think the A unit is like 650 or 700 retail, and the B unit's like 3.
Yeah.
So like you can get a lot of pretty cool stuff right now from the diesel world. But
yeah.
I'm sure I'll go back to steam. But there's nothing wrong with getting diesels. But going back to your post-war deal, right? You got that 773, right?
Yeah.
You and RBP both got them, as you said, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. They're both really nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't really look at either one of them real close, but just like watching them, like when they ran and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys both got great engines. The part I didn't notice is what those little bastards cost.
Yeah, that's why I said it, in theory would have cost not a lot. The turbine did not cost a lot. It cost less than a legacy diesel.
Yeah.
A lot less. But the Hudson, I paid like a legacy steamer for that, which not very often will I ever do that. That's something I have to want, and I really wanted that. Like I would never pay the B&O F unit. Like I would never pay the F unit prices. Like I can't bring myself to do the post-war F units. But that Hudson, that's the dream. I'll have to send you a photo. I have a photo on an old layout that used to be in my layout room with a Williams by Bachmann 773 when I was like 10 years old. Like I've been wanting this thing forever. Like it's been a long time. It's been a long time.
Yeah, because after I saw yours, or you and Chris's, I was like, well, hell, maybe we'll triple up. I wouldn't mind having one of those. And then I ran across one in one of the halls. I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's a little bit much. I'm happy I got mine for a pretty good deal, and I'm happy I did. I didn't get any cars with it. Chris got like a whole set.
Yeah, and the original box, I think.
Yeah, he got some original boxes with his. But I was just stoked to pick it up. It ran nice. Smokes great. Post-war stuff just smokes out the wazoo.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to find some cars and do a video on it at some point, because it's like the quintessential post-war steamer, like,
Yeah.
I know the turbine is everywhere, but like that Hudson is the quintessential, engine that everybody wanted. And it's crazy because it was only made for 1 year. Like, it's nuts.
Yeah, that's silly.
Yeah.
You figure Lionel would have cranked those out for like 10 years or so.
Yeah,
like,
right.
they did a lot of their stuff. Like, they just made them for like a long period of time.
Yep.
But like the really cool stuff, I feel like they just put a 1 or 2 year cap on them.
Yep.
But you're talking about that turbine, and that's man, you know what I'm about to say. But for the people that are listening, the post-war turbine has always been my least favorite engine on the planet.
Yeah.
And it's for the simple fact that the drivers on it are about a half-inch tall, it seems like. And the engine could be going 2 miles an hour, right?
Yep.
The wheels are going 7 million miles an hour. Dude, it's ridiculous.
It was hilarious watching it run at the club. Like, I was stretching it out, and the thing is, like, it looks like it's like hopping up and down because the little side rods and drivers are just going like crazy. They do look a little funny, and mine has the little like lubricator linkage, so that thing is like flapping up and down. So it's just it's a hoot to watch those things run. And talk about being like, they had to have sold like 1 million of those things over the years. There's different variations, but like between all of them, they had to have sold like 1 million. There's so many.
Yeah, and like like when I'd run trains with my grandfather.
Yeah.
He'd build a train, kick it out of the yard to the main for me to run or whatever I was doing, and every time he'd give me that stupid turbine, I would hate it. Every single, and even still, like, when I go back to West Virginia right now, I run trains with my buddy Keith. He's got a turbine, and I think he does it on purpose because he knows it doesn't like it. And like, he'll build a train and give me that turbine. I'm like, oh, give me anything but a turbine. No, but that's cool, man. I thought it was cool that you were able to get the turbine and the cars to make the original set that it came. Well, hold on. First off, so we're using the wrong word. We can't call it a set. Back in the day, they called them outfits.
Yeah, outfits. Right? Yeah, so the side of the box says, whatever 20-something W outfit.
Yeah. And for the longest time, man, I'd always hear like the older guys in the hobby, like, I hear them say outfit all the time. And I never understood why.
Yeah.
And so I saw an old Lionel catalog. I'm like, oh, that's where it comes from. That's what Lionel calls them.
Yeah, called an outfit. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was cool, man. That to see you go post-war hunting and stuff. That was really cool to see that. And maybe you might have silenced some of the old guys on the OGR, But
oh yeah, some of the guys were surprised I was buying it. Like, there was a few guys I bought from that had like the nicer freight cars where they were like laid out with the boxes and. They clearly take pride in it. And I bought from a few of them, and they were surprised that I was buying the stuff, because usually either nobody buys it or just, older crowd buys them because that's what they had. But yeah, no, it was really fun buying all that stuff. But I did pick up some, modern. I found some stuff from the 80s, but I did find a high iron K4 from Sunset. I couldn't. I was offered it, and I couldn't say no because I've said this probably like 5 times in the last week, but it's the reason I know you.
Yeah, it is.
One of those K4s is why I know you. You had it on eBay years ago. Our buddy Matt Z introduced me to you, and I think I like bought it on eBay, and then he introduced me to you because he was like, "That's Zach." And I was like, I didn't know at the time, and then I realized based on your channel, everything. So yeah, that's where it all started, was with one of those high iron K4s, and I regretted selling it, so I need one again.
And see, like, that's like I remember that very clearly. That's how I got. Like, I was already I've had a Discord for a long time before I started with train Discords, right? And then like, you invited me to that Discord group that we were all in for a while, and now look at me, I got my own Discord,
exactly,
250 people in it. But yeah, I remember that whole ordeal in the transaction, between me and Matt Z and me and you, and that's cool, because I was there when you pulled out from under the table, and you pulled out of the box. And I was like, oh, damn, look at that high iron K4. But no, that was really cool, and it's I don't know, it just kind of goes back full circle, 'cause
oh yeah.
That's why I can't call you young Sid no more now. So I've known you too long. So.
I guess you just have. I guess the only person younger than me is, or in our little crowd, is like Burnsy. That's the only guy you have. Whippersnapper Burnsy. That's what you got.
Yeah, and I think he's in college, right? Or
yeah, he's in college as well. Yeah.
Jeez, been doing this a while on the old YouTubes with you guys. So.
Yeah,
it's that's cool, man. That is really cool that you're able to get that stuff, and I don't know. Hopefully, you can get it to run a little better than they did.
Yeah. They've been little third railisms. Yeah,
little third railisms that and that's, we'll touch on that, like I said with Jay, obviously
Mhm.
Jay's our friend, and I'm hoping he can kind of improve some of the running habits of third rails.
Yeah.
Because the price of them, and they run like complete shit back in the day, like that
Yeah.
like T3 I have.
Yeah.
Terrible. Terrible running engine, bro. It
Yep.
is horrible.
Mine doesn't work either.
Oh, we both got 2 duds for T3s.
we we got duds. My headlight doesn't work, sounds don't work, barely moves. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
My headlight don't work. Um, sometimes it responds to remote,
Yeah.
sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it, like, you can, like,
Uh,
give it the command to go, and it just delays for
yeah.
X amount of time and then goes wide open. I'm like, "All right, you can sit back there until you make a trip to Maryland, get
Yeah.
something done to you."
Yeah, they need a little bit of help. Fortunately, none of these are from Jay because he hasn't, like, released a steamer, like,
Yeah.
n or a diesel. None of his locomotives that he's done in catalogs have come out. But all but, like, 2 of my third rail engines work. I have, like, 6, only, like, 2 of them work, and so I gotta fix that here soon, but,
Yeah.
hopefully hopefully, Jay's the end of that trend. I'm pretty sure everything's gonna
I
be good. I'm not
I'm
worried at
I'm
all.
99% sure there's enough people in place that,
Yep,
know what they're doing now. Not saying
exactly.
Scott didn't.
Yep.
The product says he didn't, but, that's neither here nor there, but, Scott, if you listen to this, I'm just joking, bro. I don't really know you, but no, like, I feel like that era of third rail that
Yeah.
T3 came was, like,
Mhm.
2011 or
Yeah.
something like that.
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of that stuff was kinda janky. All the stuff that I've seen,
Yeah.
I've sold a bunch of those from that time period, so
A lot of that, and also it's like any old car. You don't let an old car sit because then
yeah.
stuff dries out. So it's just like with third rail. You don't let third rail sit because if like the boards don't turn on or you don't get that drivetrain moving every so often, it just falls apart. And that's why when you have those new in box ones, they've been sitting in a box for 20 years, and so of course they probably a problem or so because if you
Yeah.
buy a really old one, you got that old Train America EOB, and like the K4 has EOB, it works, but most of the time the EOB doesn't work, and it'll just go snap, crackle, pop. You smoke out of the tender, and then got to throw something new in there.
Snap, crackle, pop, smoke out of the tin.
Ask me how I know.
Oh, man, that's that so I don't know, like, I don't know. So, like, what would you do? Like, what would your idea be to
Yeah,
fix some of these T3s? Like, would you like, so say not T3s, these older third rails that don't
yeah,
run correctly, would
hmm
you say to put Blue Nami in them, or would you recommend putting, like, Proton 3?
yeah. So like from a personal standpoint, a lot of my B&O stuff, like I want PS3 in those. I like there's some good PS3 sound sets. There's a lot of customization there. But if you want to do it DIY or just have a very effective and simple system that's going to last a while, Blue Nami is very kind of I wouldn't say drop in, but it's just super easy to install. Travis has done a ton of Blue Nami and third rail stuff at the club, and it all runs really nice. And so, really, either is fine if you want to spend all kinds of time and money or just have something that's really unique. Legacy can be put in them. Myself and Bruck Bannister, Big Steam 5344. He and I have both put Legacy in third rail stuff, but usually the Blue Nami and the PS3 is sufficient unless, like I said, Legacy can lend itself to certain third rail engines that like are very special and deserve that, bassy sound and everything.
Yeah. I like how you worded that, man.
Yeah.
It lend itself.
Yeah.
No, I think with my T3, I think, PS3 might be the move on that deal.
Yeah. Mhm.
We gotta do something to get it to run, though, 'cause, like,
Yeah.
it's sitting, like, literally, like, right
Yeah.
behind me back there,
Mine's
and
right up there.
every time I look at it, I'm like, "Looks like a cool engine, if only it
It
worked."
worked. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, that's all good. That is all good, man, but, yeah, super
Mhm.
cool that you were able to get a K4 back,
Yep.
and, like, that's what I was gonna say earlier, that's the other way I can tell you're getting older, 'cause, like, I sold a bunch of stuff when I was younger, and I regretted
Yeah.
it, and
Mhm.
I'm still trying to get it all back. I haven't got it all back. I got most of it back, and, but, like, for you, you regretted selling a K4, and you buy another one, I'm like, "I know what this
I'm
looks like."
starting to do some of that. Yeah, it's been six years of buying and selling, and there's a few that I've regretted. You can see it, nobody else can see it. There's this Mohawk up here on the wall with these box cars behind it,
Yeah.
and I had traded my original set of that away to Pat Norcross, the guy that runs the Third
Yeah.
Rail Parts, and
Yep.
he got it in this whole trade, and I so regretted that. I had a video on that engine. It sounds amazing. It runs good. Like I was very upset that I got rid of that engine. And by miracle, a guy on Instagram had one, and I immediately bought it. I didn't even care what the price was. I just bought it, and I was so happy to get it back. Like it sucks when you get rid of something and you like actually regret it. Like a lot of the stuff that I've bought at York and sold, I usually don't regret. But there's like that K4, the Mohawk, and some others. Just it sucks when you let go of something without thinking about it for a minute.
I sold. There's been several modern diesels that I've sold. One of them was that nickel plate Heritage, the 8100, the ES44.
Oh yeah.
I've since got that back. I got the caboose back, so that's good. But just at this York alone, I back in the day I had a very early Legacy SD78 KCS.
Yeah.
Cab number 4050. If anybody's out there listening to this and maybe wants to sell me one, holler at me. But there was one at the that one booth, man. But the guy won like $555 for it. And
Yeah.
it's, I don't know, almost 20 years old at this point. I'm like, but I was tempted because it's one of those engines I regretted selling. I'm like, you're an idiot. You shouldn't have sold that. But then I'm like, we're not paying $550 for it. That's ludicrous money, So I know the feeling, man. I got several diesels I sold that I had a pair of Legacy UP ES44s from Lionel that were I shouldn't have sold those. I had the pair stupid. I sold those. Oh man, but I think I have all of the steam that I sold back. With me getting, I got 3751 back. I had 3759, so that's same thing really.
Close enough. Yeah.
Even though the sound card in it is apparently wrong, but that's whatever.
It's not the sound card for it.
I was actually on Lionel's website today looking at their parts because I got to order some parts, and I'm like, man, I got an SD40. I need to order some parts for. I need a board for that. Like, we could just get a new soundboard for the 3751 while we're at it, So I got a few boards I got to replace, but that comes in time.
Yeah.
No, but it's good though that you had a chance to get that K4 back, and maybe one day I can replace some of the stuff I had. And yeah, it was good though. It was solid York. Probably one of my train wise, it was not my favorite York. Social wise, it was my favorite York.
Yeah,
sure.
this was probably one of my favorite Yorks with my dad in the past few years, because my dad, it's not that he doesn't like to search for the modern stuff, but it's hard for him to like know. There's so much modern, he doesn't know the train knowledge and stuff. So the post-war is a lot easier to search for, and he likes to dig. So the post-war stuff is kind of everywhere. And so he and I because I was looking for post-war, I was able to just walk with him a lot and just kind of take my time. Plus, we went to the pre-show. He enjoyed that. He went to one of the hotel shows as well when I was at work, and so it was just a great show. Like such a blast. I can't wait for October, and it's not even close. I'm already ready for it.
Yeah, it's not even close at all. At all. I was actually looking at airplane tickets this week already. So,
Yep.
For 6 months out. Well, Sid, there is another big piece of information out there that we should probably touch on, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of big. The Lionel has released their newest run of the Vision Big Boy. This will be Gen 3.
Yeah.
What do you think about these big boys they're turning out?
Okay, so there's sort of a this is such a mixed bag. It's such a mixed bag. So here's my initial thing. So first of all, when I saw MTH announce it, I was like, okay, makes kind of some sense. They hadn't done one in probably about 5 years,
which is a long time for them.
Yeah. I was like, okay, it makes sense. It was the early 2020s when they first, or the last time they had done it. So okay, makes sense. The big boy's going to come across the country. They're going to do a couple variants and all the fantasy schemes. And okay, all good. Lionel had just done one 2 years ago, 3 years ago,
23 or 23, 24.
And sorry to anyone that owns these, they were not good. They did not turn out very well. Like visually, they were fine. Well, I say it's not hard to mess up black. Lionel can find a way to mess up black, but they were fine, except they just sounded terrible because they forgot the speaker baffle in the boiler, and so they sounded just terrible, like not even close. Like it makes it seem like I don't even know what to compare it to, but like the original Vision Line Big Boy from 2014 just like would knock one of those off a layout because it's so much louder.
Yeah.
Um, and now they're doing the new one because the Big Boy's coming across the country. I'd say I know what it's going to look like, but Lionel's camera feed on their stream was grainy as all get out. It was, I don't know if you watched it, but like it was like
No.
144p.
I have watched their videos in the past, and I've always
Yeah.
thought the same thing. I'm like, man, if you guys just go to like Best Buy,
It was like
you could
it was
upgrade this
potato
real quick.
camera.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Anyways, like I get like to anyone who wants the one that's going to run across the country, cool, you can get that. They're doing, I think, one or two other realistic numbers, and then they're just doing a bunch of fantasy schemes. I'm pretty indifferent to these. I think literally my only gripe with these is just the price. Like,
Yeah,
what is it? Like 27, 28 MSRP?
$28.99. Yeah.
Whoosh. I'm just like, that's a hefty price tag. Like for an engine that they've done this tooling now, they've done JLC, Vision Line, non-Vision Line, Vision Line, and then they're now on another. It's like you've made your money. It's a lot of money. It's just hard for me to think and stomach the idea of spending 2,500, like pre-order on a Big Boy. I love Big Boys. I got two of them.
Yeah,
But I would never spend $2,500 on a Big Boy.
I agree, man. Like as a person, like somebody the other day on a live stream last night, Sleeves called me a Mr. Big Boy or whatever, which I'm not. I'm not. That belongs to that guy Matt Fall that was on.
Yeah,
He's got like 25 big boys, whatever
like
he was on
every
the bench
number.
video.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got to meet him at York. Great guy, by the way.
Yeah.
But that we can call him Mr. Big Boy. I'm definitely not Mr. Big Boy, So
Yeah.
But no, like the big boys, man. Like the price is outrageous. As a person that has 3 Vision Lines and a JLC, the price is too much. And then like I may have possibly been interested in one if they also just released a bunch of the numbers they haven't done in traditional UP paint.
Mm-hmm.
Knock the stupid white walls off because that's ridiculous. Like white walls on a big boy is absolutely stupid. And I get it. That's what they're doing in real life. That doesn't change the fact that that's stupid too. Like,
Yeah.
we don't need that, But
Yeah.
the price is too much for me. I don't think they're worth it. I've said it a million times. To me, they're $1,500 engines. Now that doesn't mean I've ever paid $1,500 for any of my Vision big boys. But $1,500 to $2,000 is like where they should fall at all times,
Yeah.
and that deal. So like even on the pre-order price, where you're looking like 26 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So
it's just too much. No, it's
it
not
is
worth
too much. But like there's a lot of guys that may not have a big boy.
Mhm.
Maybe they weren't into buying trains in 2014 or 2018 or 2023. Maybe they just got into it this year.
Yeah.
So this is your chance to get.
It is your chance.
There's two prototypical ones. There's 4014. There's 4004.
Yeah.
So.
I get it. Like I can never crap on someone who's new to this and buys it. Like that's why I don't write off the base 3 for new people. Just for any veterans, people who have been in this and are used to like the 990 or just used to trains in general. Like there's always like a secondhand or older option that might or probably is better. But if you're fresh to this and you want a fresh start, like, yeah, I get it. But buy one of these big boys. If you go see it in person, cool. You're going to get to have a model of the thing you saw in person. But I'll always tell people if you want a solid model, the best one, this new one isn't gonna be this either. People might say it is, but I know for a fact it will not be. If you want the greatest 3-rail O-scale model ever made, you buy the 2014 Vision Line Big Boy for a multitude of reasons. I will stand with people at York and tell them all the reasons if I need to. It's once you see one operate, you understand.
Yeah. I'm not even going to argue with you because I have 3 of them. So
yeah, it's impossible to argue with.
In my opinion, I agree with Sid 100%. The 2014 Vision Big Boy is the greatest 3-rail model made.
Yep.
And I know somebody's going to be like, it doesn't have the right injector on it. Shut up. Stop talking. Stop it. If you're basing your models off of that, you might need to go to a different scale. I think called HO scale. But no, the overall, like the Vision Big Boy, first gen, phenomenal, man. The sounds, Shall I say it? The marker lights are correct.
They are correct.
But fun fact for all of you guys that are going to order this brand new Vision Big Boy, I'm
Mhm.
assuming it's still going to have the depleting cold load. Turn that son of a bitch off because it's going to break.
Do not turn it on. Even though they've said they fixed it, just like all the tire manufacturers said they fixed rubber, you cannot stop rubber from degrading. That's not a thing. Like it's going to degrade, and if you put tension on that for years, it's going to
Yeah.
fall apart. So shut it off. Don't ever use it.
Yeah, you can use it to like show your friends when they come over, and refill it all the way back up, and then turn it back off. Like, do not leave that on because it's gonna break. All three of mine work because they're all turned off.
Yep. Mine works because I fixed it, but I don't ever use it because I know if I use it too much, it's probably gonna break again.
Yeah,
Which,
it's a cool feature. But like I've said about a lot of things that Lionel does, they're gimmicks.
Yep.
It's a gimmick feature. But it's cool. It is cool. I'll give them that. It is very cool. Super gimmicky. I'm more into, can we get the smokestack synchronized? Give me whistle steam. I don't even care about the rest. I mean, I like cylinder steam, but for whatever reason, Lionel hasn't put that in very many things. I guess it's a pain in the ass, probably. But
I still love the blowdown on those things. Like even when it's just sitting there and you just press it for like, I don't know, 10 seconds, just fills the track around it. I love that feature.
One of my favorite features is smoking dynamo.
Yeah.
So have fun with that, Sid. You got one at the house.
We're gonna make that one happen.
That's one of my favorite features, man, is a smoking dynamo.
I was gonna say, this isn't real. Like this is like, it's not really how steam engines work, but the early Vision Big Boys had the like alternating stacks. Like the real engines don't really do that. Yep. But it's still kind of neat when you like run it really slow and they just kind of like go after each other. Like it's kind of neat. Usually I just put it on like, because you can change it. It can be normal or it can be, or you can have the whole alternating thing. And I even though I'm technically minded, I thought it was a lie that if you put a magnet over that stack that it shuts one off. It actually does shut off one stack. Like when Eric said that years ago, I was like, there's no way. Like this has to be like Lionel just like blowing smoke up like the consumer. Like this has to be a lie.
Oh man.
But I stuck a magnet above it when I got mine, and it was just like, no crap, this actually works. I'm like, hey, that's 2014 Lionel for you. They weren't messing around.
It's because some guy that we're both pretty big fans of used to call the shots up there.
Yep.
He's no longer. He's now works for the Purple Box,
Yep.
No, it's all good. It's all good, man. And I'm sure those models are going to come out fine. They're just. I don't like the white walls, and I don't really care about the little eagle thing on it. Like, I don't care about that. And then like I hear a lot of guys talking about the MTH version is going to have all this PTC stuff on it, and the Lionel's is. I'm like.
It is gonna have, if you're like a diehard like fan of that engine and love all the modern stuff, it's gonna have like the antenna and there's like a toolbox of some kind they put on the tender. If you're into that, cool. I also heard they might sound different than they did before.
But you heard that, did you?
Yeah, I heard that.
I wonder where you heard that.
I don't know. I have no idea.
The internet's a fun place to be, you know.
But like if you're buying a new Lionel one, or frankly either one, like I know the MTH one, if you're buying that, you're gonna be fine. If you buy the new Lionel one, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be satisfied. If you buy one of the fantasy schemes, you're gonna have a very large, colorful engine. I think the most colorful one is from our buddy Chris RVP. He's doing a Katie one with Train World. I'm like, I saw that and I was like, whoa, that's gonna be I've seen the Challenger and I thought that was like a presence. I'm like, oh, a big boy with that red. They better get that red right, or else his fans are not gonna like him.
Hey, somewhere right now in the country, the guy that owns Train Loft is mad because Train World's doing the Katie big boy.
He probably is really pissed.
Oh man.
But no, all those fantasy schemes, if you're getting those, cool. You're gonna have a unique piece. So I'm like, I can't crap on them too much because there's some really cool fantasy schemes out there.
There are some cool fantasy schemes. I am one of those guys that is not going to waste upwards of $3,000 on a fantasy big boy.
Yeah,
can't do it.
I'm not in that crowd, but
I am very proud of Lionel though. I'm very proud of the Christmas one. They didn't put
Yeah.
Happy Holidays. They didn't bitch up. They put Merry Christmas,
Merry
like a proper
Christmas.
company. Welcome back, Lionel. Welcome back.
I'm like, people, there's nothing wrong. Doesn't matter. It could be. If it's got a wreath on it and it's red and green,
It's
probably
Christmas.
Christmas. I'm like, that's probably what it is. Not many other holidays out there that have a wreath and a tree
Yeah.
with red and green. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I was worried that they were going to put Happy Holidays on
Happy
there. I'm like,
holidays, yeah.
I zoomed in on it today when I looked at the catalog pictures. I'm like, look at that. It
And
really says Merry Christmas.
And hey, if a store is listening, or maybe Lionel's listening, if you make a Happy Hanukkah one and make it all blue, our buddy Dashing Dan might buy it. He very well might buy it. I'm just saying. I have a hunch.
Man.
I have a hunch about that. Hey, it would be pretty cool. It's funny. I talk with Dan about this every once in a while. There's only like 1 or 2 Hanukkah items out there. It's like a K-Line boxcar and maybe an MTH one. I understand, like it's demographics, but it's just it's kind of that would be kind of insane. An all blue big boy with like Happy Hanukkah on it. And,
It would be insane.
Yeah.
Speaking of all blue, I hear there's a lot of people pushing to get the Cookie Monster. Hold on, let me get this right. The Cookie Monster paint scheme. I guess that's what they call the Conrail Hudson. They call it the Cookie Monster.
I think that was because like the whole face thing and the blue and yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was like Cookie Monster. I'm like, this has to be Conrail or something.
Yeah. They're trying to get. I guess they're trying to get Brady to do the big boy that way.
Oh, okay. That doesn't surprise me. I know PGH will probably buy one of those.
PGH, Captain Andy, probably Ben from Ben's Trains.
If Dakman doesn't buy it, then it's just, I don't know. The world might be coming to an end.
It might be. Does he buy fantasy Conrail?
I don't think he buys fantasy stuff. I could be wrong.
I think he wants the real deal.
Yeah, he wants the real deal. I think Dakman's got his standards set pretty high.
Way up there.
He loves Conrail. And he is the Conrail guy. If you want to know about Conrail, you ask Dakman.
and it's funny, like every time he talks to me, he's like, "You buy a Blue Engine yet?" I'm like,
"Yeah,
no,
yeah."
No, I didn't buy Blue Engine.
He asked me all the time, "Hey, one York I did buy a Blue Engine. It wasn't for me. I bought it for Jason Stuckert. It was like a Dash 8 of some kind from MTH, Conrail quality. They love that." Okay, I sound dumb on it, but they love Conrail quality. Like I know there's differences between the years, but they love if it says Conrail quality on it. Like that's like the stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm sure with the collection. And I don't get this wrong when I say it, but like the collection of my size, like
yeah,
I'm sure at some point I will end up with some Conrail engines.
Yeah.
I mean, if Atlas was to maybe in this catalog coming out this week have some GP38s again that were Conrail, maybe we might talk.
Yeah.
Maybe and don't, if you listen to this before the catalog, that's not a hint. I have no idea. Okay. I have no idea what's in the catalog. I've tried my best. I've tried my best to get some hints. Nothing.
Yeah. Nothing. I think the only thing Atlas mentioned, I don't know if it's going to be in this catalog, is at some point they want to do the California Zephyr again. I don't know when, but they've mentioned that. But
yeah,
that's all.
Ross said that. Ross was talking about that on my stream.
Yeah,
and I thought for sure we could get some sort of some information dropped. Nothing.
Locked up like Fort Knox.
It is, man. It is. But speaking of which, the new Atlas catalog will be here next week.
Yeah.
I know on my stream he said it'd be the week of the 27th. I reached out to him this week. He said they're aiming for next week. I think it's going to be Wednesday.
Nice.
So who knows what's going to be in there, Sid? I may be in trouble. You may not be in very much trouble. But.
Probably not diesels, but you never know. Like I said, I'm going to explore diesels some more. So you never know.
There may be some brand new coal hoppers in there.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
You might be in trouble.
I might be. If there's N&W and they're right, I might have to jump on that bandwagon, I guess.
all brand new road numbers. You'd be up the creek, sir.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've all 16 they made previously, so if they make more, well then I'm a little bit screwed.
I don't know what's in there. I have a feeling I'm screwed.
What was I going to say? Oh, we were talking about the Conrail thing. I have to mention, I'm always surprised that you don't. I don't know if you want it or not, but I've always been surprised that you don't have the Conrail T1.
I'm surprised I don't have it too, because, okay, so fun fact, that Conrail T1 is the sole reason I ordered my pacemaker Mohawk, because I was so impressed with that Conrail T1 when I saw it on PGH's video and then I saw it on Eric's video.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I was so impressed with it. I'm like, they're gonna kick it out of the park, or they're gonna hit out of the park with this pacemaker.
Yeah,
and they did.
Yeah.
So Yeah. Pacemaker's not going anywhere, but the T1, the Conrail T1, if it ever
Yeah.
slips up for a low price.
You have the chassis. Now you just need the Conrail.
I do have the chassis T1. No cars, whatever. While we're talking about what we did at York and things we did at York, I have finally discovered my white whale, boys.
What's that?
777 nickel plate Burke and the entire passenger set.
The Jeremiah special. I say that because he brought it
He did
to the show.
You know, because I did that podcast with him, right?
Yeah.
And after we did the podcast, he's like, "Hey, is there anything you want me to bring to York?" And like where he was setting, you could see the Burke like right behind him. I'm like, "You can bring that silver and blue Burke with you."
Yeah.
And I had no idea he had all the passenger cars. I'm like,
yeah.
You ain't have to do all that, man. That's too much. You're doing too much now, sir. You know, but that's my newly discovered white whale. So everybody always asks me what my white whale is. I never have a good answer. That's it. I need that whole set.
It was a sharp set. My dad usually doesn't like. It's not that he doesn't like fantasy schemes. He just isn't usually into big modern passenger sets, so to speak. He came over to me when we were at the club when that was running. He's like, "That's sharp. Why don't you have that?"
we're both idiots, sir. Zach and Sid are both idiots.
We didn't order it. We saw it in the catalog and was like, this won't be anything good.
Yeah. And you know, like the fun part about that is they announced the engine in like volume 1, 24 or whatever it was, right?
Yep.
And then they did the passenger cars in volume 2 with the nickel plate PAs, like the one you guys use on the miniature models.
Yeah.
Poster engine.
Yep.
Yeah, they released the cars with the PAs instead of with the Burks. I'm like, well, I know that's just stupid.
Yep. They shanghaied people who didn't like have the foresight to, get everything.
I got shanghaied, bamboozled, the whole deal.
Hey, Vince had one for like $3,000.
I know he did. I know. That's the problem. When you see them for sale, they're always in that, you can usually get them for around mid 2s. I think Vince ended up around mid 2 on that, but like I'm gonna have a hard time paying $2,500 for a non-articulated fan. Like that's rough.
Yeah, and Burks are nice, but
they're not that nice.
I'm not sure they're that nice.
No, they're fine engines. They're not that fine. But I feel like that's gonna be one of those engines. Like if you want it bad enough, you're gonna have to pay the bill. And one day, Sid, somebody's gonna get me cornered. And I'm gonna pay the bill. So
yeah, hopefully I feel like with you, it'll be a good deal somehow. It's gonna be like a closer to that $2,000 or less mark for an engine.
I'm gonna have to work on it hard. Maybe I'll have to hit up Dan to get some tips.
It's gonna be like the EM1. You kind of just pay what they're asking.
Yeah. Like you can try to like get your little deal.
Yeah.
And then like they'll come off of 100 and you'll think like you won the lotto because that's what Cindy did to me. So all right. Well, Sid, we've been on for about an hour, man. Let's wrap this thing up, man, and let you get back to I don't know. I heard you got a JLC Challenger. You got to get whipped up for somebody, but
Yep, I gotta work on that for you.
No, Sid, let the boys know where they can find you at.
Yep, you can find me on YouTube. My channel is Sid's Trains. You can find me on Instagram under Sydney's Trains, and then I'm on Discord on all the various servers under Sid's Trains as well.
Right on. Obviously, you guys all know I'm Zach, aka Joker. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, any of the social medias. It's Joker's Trains. Just if it's a social media, look up Joker's Trains. You can find me. Sid, I do appreciate you taking time out of your night to come hang out with me and talk about York a little bit. And I'm sure we'll have you on again at some point. So.
Oh yeah, no problem. Happy to be on.
Until next time, y'all know the deal. I'm gonna holler at you.
See ya.